I love Ellie. She's such a bitch.
He did handcuff her.
Yeah.
Take a look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Alrighty.
Look,
So
mistakes were made
no,
on
I
both
just sent
sides.
you a video that's that scene, but with just the mocap. It's really funny.
Wasn't the new Planet of the Apes movie gonna have a cut
It has a
where
cut where it's
It
just
does.
the yeah.
I'm
I find that
curious to
stuff
watch
interesting.
that.
I don't know if I want to watch the whole movie like that.
Yeah.
But
I
I
kind
find
of
it
want to watch the
interesting,
whole movie like that.
especially with something like this where Ellie is played by like a full-grown woman, but she has to pretend to be 14.
I mean, it does help that Ashley Johnson's at least short.
Yeah, like look at that video. We're gonna do a live Noah reaction.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Woo! We got our shivs upgraded.
I don't.
Hey, you know how to play this?
Noah slices and dices.
Jesus, why is that so loud?
Hey, Bobby
Okay,
Fischer.
here we go.
Don't touch anything on that board.
Bobby, what?
Just let it go.
Need to remember to clear the infected by the fences. Third time this month that too many of them were stacking up against the fence, knocking that shit over. Clear the fences, John.
I hate when you add stuff to notes because I was like, wait a minute, is that what it said?
Is that what it said? What's with all these new objectives? It's like I'm in some kind of video game.
I don't know. I think it would be really fun to film something in performance capture. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Just,
it would
like,
be
wear
fun.
that
I
dot
don't know if
suit.
I could do it. But
I know for a number of actors, though, it's one of those things when you kind of clear your head, it's like, it's really just like, you know, acting on the stage, you know, like theater, where you have to imagine the environment and just kind of put yourself in that world where you don't have a real set
Yeah.
to work with.
Found everything you need.
I'm guessing it's probably more jarring to shoot something like that in like a Planet of the Apes type movie where it's like you in a onesie like that, but surrounded by people like in normal costumes.
Like on location.
Yeah,
Stuff like that. Yeah.
I could see that being more awkward.
We have to cross to the other building.
Well, that was kind of Andy Serkis's experience on Lord of the Rings, where he was filming a lot with Shia LaBeouf.
and who did he play in Lord of the Rings again?
He was Frodo, obviously.
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf is Elijah Wood.
Gandalf.
I mean-
No.
No. Octopus.
yeah, just no Lord of the Rings, but instead of just like, hey Gandalf, it's
What kind
Gandalf.
of trouble are you in? Where the hell's Tess?
So, yeah, he was filming a lot with Elijah Wood.
The great Elijah Wood, folks, who's
Sean
sometimes
Astin.
mistaken for Shia LaBeouf.
They were both child actors. In different decades, but they were both child actors.
The more you know.
Going, Bill.
But yeah, Elijah Wood and Sean Astin like were basically just like laughing at Andy Serkis a lot initially, not taking him seriously.
Like the kids in The Simpsons, they were just pointing at him the whole time.
That side I don't ever go to.
Yeah, well, it was clear that they weren't taking the experience very seriously, and I mean, like, to be fair, like, yeah, because he was just in a white like gimp suit basically.
But I think a lot of the crew had that same experience though, where it was just like, I don't know if this is gonna fucking work.
Yeah, and that's one of the earliest examples of that kind of thing, which we do all the time now.
I'm sure the reception to Jar Jar and Phantom Menace didn't help, because those are around the same time, and that was, you know, kind of the early precursor to that, you know, like the early motion capture technology, and that didn't go over great with most people. So.
No, not at all.
Jake says Shia as Gollum.
So
I'd watch that.
why don't you
That
use
is
some of these
Gollum.
cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. time. Why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars?
Okay, don't be a dick.
Their tires are rotted and their batteries are dead.
Are you done?
The batteries are
Begin to
dead.
think what the inside of the engine blocks look like. Only ones making new car batteries are the military. Damn it.
Confounded. Those batteries are dead.
Yay. Oh, headshot.
Whoa.
Must go faster.
Must go faster.
Stop flailing your arms like a jackass.
God damn it.
What an asshole.
That was Noah's fault.
I didn't do nothing. Just because you can't outrun Shia LaBeouf doesn't mean that's my fault.
I mean, nobody can.
Hold on.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
I mean, obviously, you know, we joke about him a lot and say what we will about him, like his personal life and stuff. I've never hated him as an actor. I think he's good in something.
He's fine.
I don't know if I've ever hated him as an actor.
All right.
Transformers
Oh.
3 made me come close.
But, like, I don't know.
All the supplies from the warehouse.
Okay.
So that's
If
just
somebody
because that
else
movie
was in that
sucks
role, I don't
ass.
Bill?
And I hate everyone in it.
Transformers 3?
Yeah.
That's the best
2's
one.
were-
The 3 is the best of the original 3.
No, the first one is the best of those three.
No, it's not.
Club, didn't you?
No, it's not, John.
It is.
The 3 has... Okay, 3 has Optimus Prime as a war criminal, so it's the best
Yes.
one.
Okay.
Which is
3 has
great.
funny moments, but it's also like a lot of noise.
Yeah, I know.
Most
Which
movies
way?
have noise.
We're here. It's in the cellar.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
called a
2 is
soundtrack.
bad, but at least you get the like infamous freak out.
It was annoying.
Oh.
Here we are. You don't touch it.
Here we are.
And you close the door. Let's gear up.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No. Just stay here.
Fine. Just wait around for you two to get me killed.
Well, this goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever taken.
It's up there.
How in the hell is Tess okay with this suicide mission?
It's actually her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was. But, fuck her. Seriously, you gotta take that kid back to where you found her.
I can't just take her back.
Then send her packing, let her find her own way. Look, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. A partner. Somebody I had to look after. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed. So you know what I did? I wisened the fuck up. And I realized it's gotta be just me.
Bill, it ain't like that. It's
Bullshit. It is just like that. Hey! What'd I say to you when we walked down the steps? What'd I say?
I'm just fixing your stupid pile.
Don't touch. God damn it. You keep babysitting long enough, and eventually it's gonna blow up in your
Bill.
face.
Can we please just get on with it?
Here. Let's get on with it.
Ellie is basically just Patrick in this game.
All right, before we
Touch.
go any further, I got something here to show you.
What are you
Don't
doing?
Jake says Disturbia is his
Touch.
favorite Shia movie. I remember
I've
that
never
being
seen
pretty
Disturbia.
good. I'm pretty sure that's just a. Isn't that basically real?
Yes. No, I think it's inspired by Rear Window.
Okay, no, I just couldn't remember if that was the right name.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but that's what I've heard about it.
Use a nail bomb.
But he's just watching people.
It shreds
Yeah, no, the plot of that movie is he's convinced his neighbor is like killing people,
pretty good, huh?
but he's
Oh,
on
okay.
house arrest, so he's just watching him from his window.
Yeah, so it's Rear Window.
It's not very subtle.
I mean, like Fright Night's just Dracula meets Rear Window.
Yeah, but Fright Night's cool.
Oh,
I don't know.
Disturbia, uncool.
I've
No,
never
it's
seen
2025.
Disturbia. I've never seen Disturbia. I can't comment on it.
No, the best thing I've seen Shia in by far is Honey Boy, the one where he basically just plays his father, and he is wonderful in that movie.
I don't know
Oh,
if I want to
yeah.
watch it just based on that title. That's a weird title.
Honey Boy. He directed that too, right?
No, I think he's wrote it. I think he had somebody else direct it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's semi autobiographical about like his experiences
Time to go
as
to work.
a child actor. Kind of a loose
Yeah.
take on that. But it's, if any of that, obviously it's just a movie. But again, say what you will about him and his personal life, but it's like, yeah, I get why you it turned out the way you did. If any of this is true.
Yeah.
I don't even know
'Cause-
what my favorite Shia LaBeouf movie is.
Holes.
I've never seen it, but I did read the book.
You haven't seen
Oh,
Holes?
weird.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I saw it like one time, 15. I know for a lot of people, like, they fucking love it. It's just something I kind of missed. Like, I've seen it once, and I don't remember it that well.
No,
Yeah.
I remember liking
like
the
it.
book pretty well.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the all-female reboot?
No.
No.
Wow. Why you
I
guys
forgot that was a thing.
yeah,
Oh,
that was
don't.
recently announced.
Yeah. That just reeks to me as wait, what do we got? What
Right,
properties do we
totally.
have? Yeah, it's just so
I mean,
fucking lazy.
Disney's remade like their biggest classics, so they gotta scrape the bottom of the barrel now. Like, fuck.
Just
What do we
leave
do next?
Holes. Leave Holes alone. Leave it alone.
Holes.
But no, yeah, I've only read the book once. I remember really liking it when I was a
I
kid.
forgot it was even based on a book.
Oh yeah.
Jake says, wait, is that a thing? Apparently.
That is a real thing, yes.
Nobody learned their lesson from Ghostbusters, folks. We
This
like
is
that.
Or Ocean's 8.
Wait, that's a movie?
Yeah.
The Ocean's all-female spinoff.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it starred Anne Hathaway and Aquafina, I think.
Sandra
Wow.
Bullock and Mindy Kaling.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, maybe it is Sandra Bullock. Maybe Anne Hathaway's.
So we got
Maybe Anne Hathaway's also in it. I don't know.
No, she's in the female remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Okay, that's why I got confused.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
They changed the title, so when you saw the trailer, it was like, is this Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? But it's Anne Hathaway and, was it Rebel Wilson?
So we take
Oh,
that battery
God,
and
I
take
remember-
another car.
There was like a period where she was making a bunch. Rebel Wilson was making a bunch of those like shitty action comedies.
Joel needs
Yep.
a car.
Hey, what if it's damaged?
And
Yeah,
she
the
might
original
be
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
one of the most unfunniest people I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
She's lucky that Melissa McCarthy makes movies, or she would just be the unfunniest woman in a movie I've ever seen.
Oh.
Oh. Don't do Melissa like that.
Name one good movie she's in.
The Happy
Can you
Time
ever
Murders.
forgive me? No, God, not that one.
We should talk about the Happy Time Murders
All right,
on the
I'm not
channel.
touching anything.
Does that count as a horror movie?
No,
Is the horror of the movie watching it?
it is.
No.
A group of runners triggered most of the bombs on the south side of town. It's time to do another pass. Don't forget to mark the map with all bomb locations.
Okay, all caps guy.
That
Bill
was
seems like
almost,
somebody who would like his own
Yelling.
comments.
that was almost a David Lynch voice, but I didn't quite commit.
I tried to explain
sack up.
Wookiee. I had such a headache. They only
And then-
serve salad.
And then he showed me a Wookiee, and my headache
come on.
got worse.
Look at that view.
There's a school.
Rest in peace, David Lynch.
Right?
Oh, what a legend.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
Noah, what is your favorite David Lynch joint?
My favorite is probably Mulholland Drive.
Come on, you don't.
Um,
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
but I also
I was
really love.
shocked when I said that was my favorite one.
Territory.
That doesn't seem like a movie you'd like.
Well,
I
to
was
be
surprised.
fair, yeah, no, I wouldn't
You guys hear that?
expect that to be your favorite, just based on what I know about your taste, and you know,
Interesting.
but I'm glad you like it.
Good movie.
It's
Yeah, I was telling Robert, me and Jake watched it because he wanted to see a David Lynch film. I was like, I don't know where to start, so we're just gonna start with
Right.
my favorite one. And we were both like, yeah, this feels like we just watched something really profound, but I don't know what's happening.
I'd say Blue Velvet is maybe a better starting point, but
Depends on
Mulholland
the
Drive.
person. Like, that's an uncomfortable movie.
It is, but it's not as strange. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Does well,
Shotgun.
my booty
I mean, it paid off because he liked it. At least I'm pretty sure. Jake, you like Mulholland Drive, right?
Well, he said Mulholland Drive exclamation point, so take that as a good sign.
he just
John,
heard
why
us. He just heard us talk about it, and he remembered it. He was like, Mulholland Drive.
I've seen that movie. John, why don't you use a Molotov cocktail? You coward.
Like that?
Also,
Light him up. Yay!
Lynch, I guess in general, it's one of those directors that's hard to recommend
Yeah.
like a first movie to if you're not really into that kind of thing. Because you could go to his more like studio movies like Dune or The Elephant Man, and like Dune isn't that great of a representation of the rest of his filmography. The Elephant Man is kinda, but I don't know, it's maybe his most normal movie, quote unquote.
Yeah,
I
okay, Jake said
do want the Elephant.
Mulholland Drive was awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so here's a question I don't think I've ever asked anyone. What is your least favorite Lynch film that you've seen?
Probably Dune.
Yeah,
But
I'd
his
go with
movie was
Dune.
good.
Not that I dislike. It's-
Um,
I'm really with that movie for the first half, but that third act is like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, the third act is awful, but I think his Dune movie is better than Dune Part 1, but not as good as Dune Part 2.
I like all the Dune
I
movies.
think both part 1 and 2 are better.
Yeah, I meant to pull out my bow. Fuck.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
And you can have my bow and my axe.
Alright,
Um,
I think that's it.
mine is Eraserhead. I think that's a slog of a movie.
Wow.
really?
Hot
Wow.
take. I haven't seen
I-
Eraserhead, so
I
can't
love
comment.
Eraserhead. That was my first, so it really depends on the person because
I think for most people it is.
and it's his first movie, so yeah. Like, but it depends on the person. Like, you can be thrown into the deep end with something like that and vibe with it, or if that can really turn you off. And for me, I latched onto it. So,
Yeah.
but I guess the best overall starting point maybe is Twin Peaks, but that's a whole TV show. So
Yeah.
like,
Because you can't just throw them into Fire Walk with Me.
well, yeah,
like,
not
what?
Far Walk with Me. Just start from the beginning of Twin Peaks, and
It also just depends on the person. Like, they have to be aware of historical context and TV sensibilities. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, because like I don't hate Twin Peaks, But the only thing in that I would go back to, unless I'm just like showing someone the property, would be Firewalk with me.
And I don't think anyone should. I mean, I wouldn't recommend anyone watch Fire Walk with Me as a standalone thing.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I
You would
mean,
be
it might work
horribly
as
lost.
its own piece, but you're gonna be very confused by the first 20 minutes
But
of
what
that
about
movie.
but what about people who say, I don't know what's happening? This should be accessible to people who don't watch the show. What do you
It's
say?
well, it's hard because
I say to
that's a
those people, get good, scrub.
because that's a weird. It's funny because that movie comes out at a time where that kind of thing as much of like it's not as common.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of the bad negative reviews of that movie during that time was because there were critics that were like, "Oh, it's
I didn't watch the show.
I didn't watch the fucking show.
Give me a gun.
It shouldn't be required, homework for me to watch this movie." Which I guess is fair, but I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I can see that being fair, but I don't think it's fair to dock points from a movie for requiring previous knowledge.
I agree.
That would be like saying I don't know, Superman 2 is not or, good lord, I can't talk. God damn it, Noah. That would be like saying, well, I shouldn't have to watch, like Superman the movie to watch Superman 2. What?
But that's at least one movie. I understand, especially during a time where shows weren't streaming.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that it probably wasn't that easy to catch up on all of Twin Peaks just to watch one movie.
Then at that point, your review should be like, this didn't work for me, but for fans of this franchise, it would probably work.
Yeah, well, and to be clear, those critics are. I still don't agree with that criticism, but I'm just,
Mhm.
trying to understand where they're coming from.
No,
Yeah.
you're
And
either
then
with me or you're my enemy.
you also just never know how the audience is going to respond to that stuff, especially back in those days. You do get weird instances of like Star Trek 4 being the most popular and successful of those. People are like, yeah, this is such a fun romp, and it's like that's like the worst movie you could start with in that run. Because I think
Is
that
it
would be
the
such a
worst one?
confusing
Star
setup.
Trek 4?
No. I mean, like worst starting point, where
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is
there's
that
a
the worst
weird
starting
status quo.
point?
I think so, but
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, because how that movie begins, it's dealing with a lot of baggage from Search for Spock.
yeah, Spock's been
I
resurrected, but
I
also
mean,
doesn't
that's
have
a
his
weird
memories.
starting point, but I would argue Star Trek 3 is a worse starting point.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 at least get a recap. They're just like,
3 also
here's
sucks.
5 minutes of Rathacon.
3 does suck.
And then
Yeah,
it's
it's got
like you're just
Christopher
thrown in
Lloyd.
like, oh, Spock is dead. There's this weird planet that he might be resurrected at.
Genesis.
Genesis.
He
That's a
12-year-old Spock wants to pon far with an adult.
Yeah.
That was just very misguided. Mistakes
I
were
can't
made.
believe grown adults worked on that script, looked at it, and went, "Yes, this is fine."
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what's going on, the beginning of 4 is probably going to be a strange viewing for you. But
Yeah, the
No, I
Enterprise is destroyed. They have a Klingon ship for reasons. They're on the run from the Federation for reasons. Like,
yeah, but then I think it gets past that stuff quick enough, and once the fish out of water stuff in the past starts, like a general audience member can just latch onto it from there.
I'd also argue it's a better first Star Trek movie than the first Star Trek.
Yeah, for most people, but the first Star Trek movie is better than 4.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You
I
must
will
love watching.
defend.
You must also love watching wallpaper dry.
I do. No.
That makes sense. It's a similar
Wait.
experience to watching Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
What? Why wouldn't the wallpaper be dry? What?
I think you meant to say paint dry.
Well, because you.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I know.
If you'd shut up for a goddamn minute. Because wallpaper, you have to glue. What is it? You like glue it to the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
And what does glue do?
It dries, but also,
dries.
how can you tell that?
Yeah.
How can you tell from just watching it that
Oh,
it's
for
dry?
God's sakes! I can't believe I have to explain this.
No.
The point is that nothing
Yes.
happens for hours. It's the same experience as Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I mixed
that's
up the
not-
metaphors. It still works. Shut up.
So but anyway, you're wrong about Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I'm
That's the
not.
point.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
you
a
are.
fine movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, if you like watching nothing happen for 2 hours.
That's not true. They fly the ship.
Did you even watch it, John?
Yeah, with you.
Do you even know the definition of the word nothing?
But were you on your phone the whole time?
I was not. I was on my computer watching the fucking movie.
Yeah, and you had another tab open.
Yeah, because I was bored.
Well, there you go. You missed most of the movie.
I didn't miss the fucking movie. I was literally wearing headphones to hear the movie. Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's simply not true, but it's okay.
Stuff happened. I
At
saw
least
it
Star
happen.
Trek
Don't tell
2
me
is
it didn't.
great.
Tell me
Two
it didn't happen.
is-
Yeah. Star Trek: The Motion Picture is better than Star Trek '09. That's just a fact.
That's not.
It is just a fact.
It's
Yes,
not.
it is. It's more of a Star Trek movie than '09.
That's true.
That's true, but nothing happens in that movie. At least things happen in 09.
Yeah, nonsense.
'09 sucks.
Oh. I
That's
actually
not
like
true.
Star Trek 09, but it's got a lot of problems.
Nah, I don't like that movie.
Do you like it?
We've established you
Into
like
Darkness
movies
more?
where nothing happens.
I think Into Darkness is about on par. I don't really like that movie either.
Ooh, that's a hot
And
take.
Beyond is the best of the trilogy because it's the
That's
most
true.
Star Trekky.
Beyond is the best of the trilogy. I'll give you.
It is.
And they'll never
I
make a
don't
fourth
hate
one.
Into Darkness, but I think that's because I just don't care about Star Trek. Like, it's not a very good movie, and I don't think I'd willingly watch it, but I don't think it's a disaster.
Give me a hand with this.
Yeah, there are a few movies I've kind of turned on as Into Darkness where I really enjoyed it on first viewing when I was a teenager, and it just got worse and worse over time.
What I tell you?
I was like, oh no,
There's
this
that
is
truck.
work.
Go to school right there.
It's very much a typical Ortzi and Kurtzman script.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
Especially
09
by
for
the
me-
end with the curing death business.
Oh god. 09 for me at least. Like I like the performances a lot. I love the opening. I like the score. There's a lot of like kind of surface level details that kind of pull me through it.
It's a well-directed movie.
Jake has never seen any Star Trek.
What?
I'll show you Into Darkness for your first Star Trek.
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that to him. Yeah. Do we even know the full details about what his movie would have been?
I think it was gonna be like a time travel adventure. I think it was gonna be inspired by one of the TOS episodes where it's like a gangster movie.
Oh
with Star
yeah.
Trek
Tarantino
characters.
making
I
a
think
gangster movie? I'm shocked.
Yeah, but with Star Trek. Oh, and he put it like that. I guess it makes sense.
But I don't even know if we knew that it was supposed to have the TOS cast or
Right.
if it was supposed to be a spinoff.
I'm sure one reason why that fell through, besides many others, is he probably just wanted to do all the casting himself. I don't
get
think
killed up there.
Thanks,
he
Bill.
would have wanted to use
Yeah.
anybody else's cast. You know, he would have cast Sam Jackson as Uhura, probably. It'd been cool.
We're okay. We just need to
I've
get to the
been-
hood
Well,
of the
why
truck.
does Samuel L. Jackson have to play Uhura?
Nah, he could be Chekhov.
Uhura.
He's got
Are you
range.
saying that he can
It
that
could
Sam
be
Jackson can
Chekhov.
only play that character because he's black?
I mean, you said
Shit,
that. I
you hear
couldn't.
that? They're coming. Move it, kid.
No, that's
I
what,
want to
that's
see him
what you
play
implied.
Chekhov.
We're gonna get in quick. We're gonna get the battery. We're gonna get the hell out.
In the scene with Khan in the second movie.
Go, 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 you two, go.
Where
Yeah,
are
anyway.
the motherfucking nuclear vessels?
Oh god, that's
Oh fuck.
That's not gonna hold.
We'll make it fast. Grab this. Please tell me you're done. It's empty. What? Fucking empty.
Guys!
Bill, where to? Bill, where? Anywhere but here. Give me the hallways. Come on. They're poking through.
Oh, we're about to get to our first boss.